What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Kpop Kimchi podcast. We are the number one fanboys for girl groups in the world. I am your host, Justin Turneau, with my co-host, Brian Limper. We're still powering through the coronavirus, but who cares about that anymore? I don't even want to talk about it.
I've heard the word pandemic so many times in the last 2 months. It's crazy.
I wonder how much I've even heard that word throughout my life up until this last couple months.
I don't know if I've ever heard it. I didn't even know it was a real word. I knew epidemic was.
Maybe, I don't know if it was more than 10. Now I've heard it about 1 million and I'm sick of it. I don't want to hear it anymore.
Like stuff I'm not even subscribed to, send me messages and alerts coronavirus, pandemic. I'm like, alright.
I do want to say thank you to every single company that I bought something from online for sending me a super generic email about their stance on the COVID-19. I really appreciate getting those. And
I
definitely read every single one of those and don't just delete them.
I listen to all that fan mail.
Yeah, it's awesome. Email, and it's this random shoe company I bought shoes from 4 years ago. This is our stance.
Or the guys that don't even do my taxes, but have the word tax in their name.
Yeah, exactly. I've been getting emails from people I don't even know who they are. I'm
I've never been into a tax store. Why are you emailing me telling me about your stance on coronavirus and how you're going to keep me safe?
Thank you, Staples. I'll think of that when I come buy some paper. I don't know.
It's all digital.
I don't know. Yeah, it's weird. I'm over it, but whatever. At this point, it's just annoying. It's just all the nonsense about it is annoying. But it's okay because we can still podcast. That's what matters. K-Pop Kimchi is here for the fans. And we have a special episode today because we got more Produce 101 coming at you.
It's true. This is our K-Pop Kimchi Behind the Music Life After Produce 101.
If you didn't catch last week's, go back and listen to it. Go back and listen to all the episodes. But it was about Produce 101 and IOI. We went to background, discussed the group, the show, the members, all that stuff.
And now I've got some more in-depth information for you because it seemed like the logical thing to do.
Yeah, and we talked too about how there's groups that came from the show with all the members or people that won or didn't make it. So we decided to look more into those groups and who have been the most popular groups to come out of the show. Because there's been a lot.
I'll be honest with you, I just did this for my own amusement because I was really curious myself. But
yeah, it's
my podcast, so I can do what I want.
You can do whatever you want. Just like our ending segment, wink.
Exactly.
We watched a couple of vids after we did the podcast last week, and it kind of was a little bit of what we're doing today, just discussing some of the other groups and some of the numbers, and we're like, oh, let's actually look at those and see who's been the most popular vids and all that stuff. So that's what we're coming with today.
That's what we did. So I did some research, made some charts. Busey, you now are going to know what the charts are for because I was not going to tell you a week ahead of time. That means you have to turn in and listen to it, or tune in and listen to it, because if not, you're not going to know what it is. But, before we talk about any K-pop stuff, anything cool? I've spent a lot of money on magic cards, normal. Shout out to all the dudes on eBay actually sending me this stuff and powering through, the coronavirus.
Yeah, I know a lot of people aren't sending stuff. One of the things I will say I'm most disappointed about this whole thing has just been our Eyes One albums, our signed Eyes One M-Wave
albums. Yeah, where are those
albums,
at? Where are those?
Well, I mean, M-Wave is kind of restricting, shipping right now and that type of thing, which doesn't make sense because some other people had them. But the whole saga of that was I bought them for you early, but that was when the scandal came with Produce 48 and the rigging and all that. So then they took it off the website. And I was like, okay, if it comes back, I'll buy it. It comes back a few months later, we buy them, and guess what comes then? A global pandemic. So we still don't even have our albums, and it's been half a year now, waiting for these to get here.
Imagine that.
Every day, I just am come on, man. I just want it. I want it to be a real thing because we've worked hard.
This must be what it's like to be in Lemony Snicket's A Series of Unfortunate Events.
It's a bummer. And I get M-Wave and Mnet or whatever with the shipping restrictions, but I was really? It went from a scandal now to a pandemic?
You also lost out on a bunch of other autograph stuff. The Luna autograph stuff you were going to get.
Oh, yeah,
and the ITZY autograph stuff you were going to get.
Because I was going to get my fan sign for Luna, and I literally had it good to go to get a Jinsel fan sign. I was stoked because I never did that before, and the person was really helpful. And then that was right when everything hit, and they didn't have any more fan signs, so that didn't happen. And then I was like, okay, I'll get ITZY. No big deal, right? No. ITZY came back and didn't have any fan signs, rightfully so. so I didn't get that either. So that's a bummer.
Did you get anything else?
Been a bummer. I did get. You sent it to me. I don't know what it is exactly, but it's cool. It's like the Itsy special event thing that the person was.
Oh, did you do it?
Yeah, I did it.
Oh,
you get like a special. You get like a special like Polaroid or photo card and like a poster from the event, and someone's doing it, and I was like, yeah, shoot, let's go for it. And
Dude.
I messaged him, hit him up, paid him, and we'll see what happens.
Yeah, I had to. Yeah, I haven't really got any K-pop stuff lately, except for I bought a Cruise 48 Pick Me from the iTunes store, so I could use it as my alarm tone.
That's huge. That's huge.
Which is weird. I don't know why you can use them as alarms, but you can't set them as actual ringtones. It's kind of annoying.
That's just classic iPhone for you.
Yeah, I know, that's really weird. No, I pretty much just spent money on all the merch that I bought for everybody.
Yeah, and if you want said merch, hit us up. What do we have? Tell all the fans what we have.
Well, we've got a whole package thing. I mean, I'm not going to go into it. If you want to know about it, DM me, because it's a lot.
It's so much, we can't even talk about it because it would take too much time. And
yeah, there's like a bunch of stuff in there. I mean, you get your money's worth, but DM me. I actually just put in another order for some more size shirts because I had to, restock because I underestimated how many sizes I was going to need.
Yeah, so that just means, what that means is they're going fast, so you're going to want to get them as fast as you can because...
And if I ever see anybody in public wearing any K-pop Kimchi merch, I will come up to you personally and I will give you $5 out of my wallet.
Same here. I will give you money and start crying.
So you're going to be making money back.
You're going to be making money back if you wear your shirts and we see you in person.
If I'm like driving across the street, I will stop my car and get out and give you $5.
And we will always let you know if we're going to a concert. So if you show up this concert with our merch on, you're making money.
$5 to everybody.
$5 to anyone with our shirt, wherever we are.
It's a guarantee. Do it too.
It's a guarantee. Yeah. Oh, you have our Kpop Kimchi stamp of approval. We will give you money if you wear our merch. I mean, our merch is actually really cool too.
It is really sweet. So hopefully everyone that got merch from us already, if you're listening to this, hopefully it's satisfactory. I actually threw in a little more of everything than I said I was going to originally, but you know what? I'm a nice guy.
We're a nice podcast. We're the number one fanboys, so...
I just got a bunch of money in that I need to spend irresponsibly on more merch, so...
That's what we do.
That's actually where, all my, tax return went. It was actually the merch. I spent so much money on merch.
Dude, it's good. It just means the stock is ready, and if you want some, hit us up.
But I'm here for the fans. I'm a man of the people.
So we are a podcast of the people, of the fanboys... Of K-pop and girl groups, especially.
Oh, yeah, your number one source for girl group content. So if you want anything, hit me up. DM me, Kpop Kimchi 101, or join the Discord and let me know, and I will send you stuff.
Yeah, before we get in the episode, join our Kpop Kimchi 101 Discord. We get a few new people every day. I mean, it's pretty big now. We have a lot of people.
It's funny. We actually get people that probably join pretty often, but the one thing we do now is we discovered how to do video sharing.
Yes.
So we learn about K-pop groups and watch random K-pop videos all the time as a group. So there's usually 5 or 6 of us in there, and we...
Yeah, I was going to say, this is we have our Discord squad, which goes on... Oh, you good? We goes on every day, our Discord squad. It's like a non-stop just K-pop discussion, or you can just talk about whatever, which is fun. And it just turned into... We have... Since you can do a voice chat there, we did a group sharing video thing.
We started out watching Produce 101.
Yeah, we started watching Produce 101, and then it just turned into...
Anything.
Just literally, and you, in the video sharing, you can add a link of your own. So you can just throw videos in, and we had a ginormous playlist of all sorts of K-pop videos, and we just literally sit there, watch them, and talk to each other. And it's cool because... we talk about the videos, we talk about the upcoming videos, or what's going on in life, and
you're kind of stuck inside now, so I mean, it's a free way to talk to people about stuff you like.
We literally have done it. We probably won't do it tonight since we're recording, but the last two, yesterday and the night before, we did it for hours. And it was just pretty much fun because it was just friends talking about K-pop.
And last night, it was Luna Day, so we loaded up some Luna vids, and all of our friends that didn't know about Luna, we taught them about Luna.
We watched a lot of Luna videos, and like you said,
shows.
You can add whatever videos you want. Unfortunately, we had to go to bed. That's the saddest part. It's okay, it's 4 or 5 in the morning. I need to actually go to bed, but it's always super fun.
It is really fun.
I've really enjoyed the Discord, one, because you can literally talk anytime to anybody, and then the video sharing has just been really cool to pretty much chat.
Dude, for the video sharing, you really need to go download that on your computer. It's a game changer.
Yeah, I'll have to. I've just been using my phone because sometimes, yesterday I was, playing like a video game, and I had my headphones in, and I was just like doing that and pretty much just talking, and I was like, oh yeah, this video's sick, and I was like playing my video game and like doing some other stuff just with my headphones. It was like crazy. It was just like we're on the phone with each other.
It was funny because one of the other people in our Discord, a chill mango, you're awesome, but she was saying today that she finally listened to some of our podcasts at work, and she's like, it's like I never left the Discord. It's like perfect.
It's true, man. That's what we want. Just our big, happy K-pop kimchi family all the time. So, yeah, join the Discord so you can join all that fun. I mean, literally, there's like messages in it right now. That's the best part. Is like always going. It's not like a set time of all right, everyone get on and talk. It's just whoever wants to talk anytime you can.
And all gifts and pictures are welcome.
Anything you want to send, anything you want to say about life, it is 100% welcome. So, join that. Check us out. Get some merch. Yes. Now we will dive into our episode with our groups.
Obviously, in Produce 101, there's 101 trainees. That's where they get 101 from. And they, I believe they're from 46 different companies. And they all obviously went in, did their thing. It was an elimination show. They eliminated the girls that weren't in it or didn't get enough votes. And you had the final 11 girls, and they became IOI. Now, after that, they only had it says a year, it wasn't a year, contract, and then they disbanded. So a bunch of groups came from them being in IOI, and also girls being in Produce 101 and getting the recognition or exposure from being on the show, you know? Right. So their companies then went and created other groups. So now we're going to look at the most popular or successful groups that have come out of the Produce 101 grouping of 101 girls. So after all that, after IOI, after Produce 101, all that stuff, there's 39 groups / soloists that came out of Produce 101. So, I mean, that's a pretty good
That's really good
number.
I would not have guessed that many.
Some notable alumni that you might know from other groups are Nayoung from Gugudan, Hyuyeon from DIA, Soyeon from Idol, Yeonwoo from Pristin, Xion from Pristin, Yebin from Pristin, Minkyung from Pristin, Kyungwon from Pristin, which I think had different names in Pristin, because, like, Yeonwoo, Yebin, Minkyun, and Kyungwon are all in, like, Hinapia right now, so, I mean, they're still, like, an active group.
Right.
Well, I guess they're active. I haven't seen anything from them lately. Yoonbin was in CLC, Sion's in Everglow, and Taeyo was in Momoland. Although it's funny, because I told them when we were watching it, it's weird seeing Taeyo was in Starship Entertainment, which is, like, this people that had, like, Cosmic Girl. Right. But then after the show, she left and went to Double Kick, and that's how she got into Momoland.
They just threw her into that Momoland slot.
Yeah, so those are like some notable alumni. I'm sure there's some other ones I probably missed. Sorry for those people who stay in those other groups, but there was a lot of information.
There's a lot of people coming at you.
So now I have a list here of from 10 to 1 of the most popular groups based off music video views that came out of Produce 101, and we're going to watch the most popular video for each one of these groups. So the way I did it is I went through all of their discographies, and the only votes I counted, or views I counted, were from official music videos. Now, some had, like, the official channel, like Jellyfish Entertainment was an official channel, and some were on 1Decay, but it's kind of a discrepancy because not all the groups had them on there. Mm-hmm. So I went through whichever one had the most views. So, like, if one had 30 million and one had, like, 1 million, I took the one that had 30 million because obviously it's the same music video, it's just on a different channel.
Right.
But I didn't combine the two together. Why? I don't know. Because I make the rules. But I have a list here, and we can start off with number 10, and that is Gugudan, who has a total of 37.2 million views in 5 music videos. And the video we're going to watch, which is the most popular one, is A Girl Like Me that has 10 million views. So we're about to fire that up.
So, I feel like if you would have asked me their most viewed video, I wouldn't have said this one.
I wouldn't have said it either, but maybe it's just popular.
It's a big one, yeah.
I love this video, though.
Yeah, it's a really good song.
Man, I miss Gugudan. Why can't Gugudan?
We all miss Gugudan so much.
Just being a model. Now, like I said, Nayoung, Sejong, and Mina were all from Produce 101. So, there's a lot of alumni from Jellyfish Entertainment here. Oh, hey, Mimi has long hair,
This song reminds me when I listen to it that it could be like a CLC song.
Yeah, it does sound like it.
It just sounds like it could be a CLC. Like, especially the little beginning part. I could totally just see CLC rocking out to this song.
All I remember is whenever they come out with anything, people say it's Sejong and her friends, and I'm like, why you guys gotta be haters like that? Man, Hana just flawless like always. It's so catchy though. Like the beats are so good.
Yeah, it's a really great song.
Now this is
This has been a big time playlist song for us.
this is currently a group that's kind of MIA because a lot of the members are gone.
Yeah, Gugudan has not been back for a few years now.
Does she not look like the judge girl from Produce 101?
Yeah, she does.
Like her kid or something? I don't even know how many lines Sally has in this. I don't think I've heard her sing once. Mimi's got a lot of lines. I think I said this last week, but I was like a huge Goo Goo Dolls fan.
Yeah. They're great. It's just,
I like love Goo Goo Dolls.
whatever's going on, I'm not sure. They're just not promoting. I mean, they haven't for a while.
I think it's almost been like 2 years.
Been a couple years. Which is a little bit alarming, but we'll try to stay positive.
Because like I said, like Mina's off doing whatever she's doing. Sejong's doing her solo stuff right now. She always is doing stuff. Oh, there you go, Sally's singing. Sally's in like China right now on a survival show, which I mean, she's already in a group, so she could just be debuting with their group again.
Yeah. Yo, Giri.
Yeah. Jolin's gone. She like left the group, like legit left the group. I don't know why. She said it so she could focus on her studies, but
I don't know. It just happens with a lot of groups. You just never understand. You see how talented and the potential and how good the music is, but then they just kind of fall apart in a way. And you're just like, hey, where are these people at? I feel like that happens just too much.
The other thing that's weird about it is like the other members are like there. It's like it's not like they're not doing anything. Like I see them post on their Instagrams all the time. Like they're actually like there doing stuff.
Yeah, I don't know. We're gonna be very excited when Gugudan comes back. Hopefully they do.
Yeah, I know. They still owe us like 4 songs, so
I don't want to be. I'm gonna be optimistic about it, and I hope it's just soon. I want it to be soon. It's been so long.
It's been a while. So do you do the next one?
Sure. Our next group from Produce 101 is Weki Meki.
Number
They
9.
have a total of 45.8 million views. I actually would not have guessed that they had more than Gugudan if I was a betting man, but that's why I'm not.
Maybe it's because they have that one more video.
That one more vid, that is the difference.
They have 6 music videos.
They have, we're getting there, 6 music videos, and their most popular is Crush with 11 million views.
It's just that one extra video, dude.
It's just the boost they needed.
So I mean, they're not winning by a lot.
No, it's close. Weki Meki with Crush. Weki Meki has been an active group.
Oh, hey, it's your favorite one where she's like...
It's my favorite one. Doyeon is a biker chick.
She's so freaking...
This can be the whole video, and I would be fine with it.
Is this just not a commercial for like some type of makeup or...
I'll buy it. All of it right now.
I wonder if she really got to ride the motorcycle.
That'd be pretty cool. I doubt it, though.
I doubt it, too. Must be some type of safety
I
hazard.
was just going to say, Doyeon's actually just a motorcycling enthusiast out here.
Super into Harleys. But no, everyone had a good look. Honestly, the only thing that bothered me about this was that her weird middle lip ring.
Oh, man, I love it.
Oh, I was not a fan. Hey, it's Forehead Girl.
There's a lot of guns in this video. That was something I was like, okay.
Yeah.
There's a lot of guns. Which, do your thing. There was just a lot.
Yeah, and then there's,
The best is when they're lifting weights.
I know Waji Doyeon and Yu Jung were in Produce 101, and so was Psy. I don't remember what her real name is. Sorry. But I think there was another member of the group that was there. I just don't remember who it is.
Yeah, we haven't necessarily been the biggest fans of Weki Meki. They're slowly but surely getting there for us, though, because Dazzle Dazzle was really good. I feel like we really like that song.
I'll be honest, when this came up as their most popular song, I completely forgot to even come out with it.
Yeah, I did too. All I remember is just the look Doyeon had with the motorcycle and
they
stuff.
had really cool teasers, so I thought it was going to sound a lot different.
I do remember being a little disappointed with this song because I was like, alright, I want to really like this Weki Meki song. And I was just like, maybe not.
Man, look at Lou out here just deadlifting his leg. And this is when Lucy had her dark hair and not her weird bangs.
Man, she's so strong. It's not like a bad song.
No.
I think it was just those darn Doyen teasers. I was like, this is gonna be my favorite song ever.
I expected it to be something like freaking Doo 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 by Blackpink.
Yeah,
but it's
yeah.
not.
Just like really, really like Girl Crush.
What was that password she figured out?
It's just a lot of one number.
1, 2, 3, 4. They're like secret agents out here. You're right though, there's a lot of guns in this, like shooting stuff.
And they're not like, some of them are just like toy guns. I mean, I'm sure they're not actually like real guns, but some of them are like, look like legit, what is it, like airsoft guns.
Why did she like crack the code on the computer so she could just go play
Yeah, I have no idea what's going on in this video.
Space Invader? I don't know who this is, but that's a good one.
Goodness. That'll forever be just like one of my favorite looks in the song.
It is a really good look.
A song that I just like never listened to and didn't really like a ton, but the look puts it over the top. It wins.
Maybe they're going to hunt Olivia.
That's the same place, isn't it? That'd be so funny.
The only thing I ever ask myself whenever I see any videos is what part of a universe is this located in?
Man. Oh. And they're caught by the police.
Maybe if you all didn't stand together, that would
Maybe
happen.
just threw your guns. Because Doyen hit the alarm. Way to go, Doyen. I like this. And then they're taking mugshots. I just want to know what they were like doing in the place with the
there
guns.
you go. Rena, it just said on their thing.
Hey, if you want to learn the members, watch this video since they all have their names for
Here's a
getting
Corona.
booked. No, she swallowed the key so they can get out.
Good job, you John.
That's an interesting song. It's really not bad.
I'm not really sure how that gets you out of that situation, but sure.
Yeah, probably shouldn't show the police you have the key.
While you're getting your pictures taken by the police.
Bold strategy.
See if it pays off for them. I don't know, that was weird. But, I mean, it's okay.
It's not like a bad song. It's just not one of my favorites. I think it's just one of those ones. I
feel like the
I set the
concept
bar
just
really
misled me.
high. Yeah, I set the bar too high. I was like really. I thought it was gonna be like a Blackpink type like hip hop song. And
Yeah, but it wasn't.
So, oh well.
All
it's
right,
okay.
well, good job, Wacky Mackey. You're the 9th most successful group out of Produce 101. Now, our 8th most successful group is someone we've talked about a lot recently.
Especially recently, you're right.
Also, really surprising is they had 2 music videos to go off of. They had 3 singles they released, but one of them didn't have a music video, so I didn't count it, and they're still the 8th most successful group. And that is Pristin with 49 million views, and their most viewed song, of course, is one of our favorite songs, Wee Woo, with 34 million. So
I will never complain watching this video.
I'm just so happy we get to watch this.
Every episode from now on, we're just gonna find a way to watch We Will.
This is just like one of the best.
Oh, it's so good.
One of the best songs ever.
It is incredible.
Ooh,
Goodness.
let's go, squad!
I'm so happy watching this video, but as it goes, I'm just gonna become more and more angry once again because they got disbanded.
Gosh, Queen. Also funny, I'd go over all the members that were in Produce 101, but I was like literally all of them.
The whole squad.
What school is this? Man, thank you. Queen, yes. This is also when Yebin was like her cool like biker chick leather jacket.
Yeah.
It's so weird seeing her with long hair. Dude, yes.
She's so cool. She's calling the police on Wacky Mackey.
I hope you're doing good, Carla. Man, she's powerful.
Like, did they just like not make money or what? Like, what was the problem?
I don't know.
They not.
Hey, she's an Alice in Wonderland. Like, overall, though. This is like one of my favorite stages, too. The stages are so good.
Yeah, this is all-time legend in the Hall of Fame. The Barry Sanders of Kpop.
For real. Is that outfit school regulated?
Yeah, I don't think so.
Yeah, talk about the fall. A lot of these girls are not around anymore. The choreo flows are so cool too.
It's just such a nice. It's like, I don't know. It's got just like that awesome bubble gum, but it's not like overly.
It's just so happy and upbeat.
It's like super happy, upbeat, cute at the same time. Whoever like made this song, like produced it, they did a great job.
Gosh, these close-up shots. Sometimes I just can't make comments. I'm just so enthralled by the beauty.
Stan talent.
Stan Luna. Maybe if we all stand Luna hard enough, Kristen will come back.
Stan Luna!
I wonder what Shion's doing. She's like 20 years old. Like, what is she doing?
I don't know.
She was a trainee for like 19 years. Like, she gotta be doing something.
Yeah, I felt really bad for her about that.
I just want to get that. Remember when
that
we watched
one part right there with the little kick is just like so sweet.
Remember we watched the one video and it was like them doing a stage and it had that big burger restaurant background?
Oh yeah.
I'm just trying to see that. Buy that. Man, that's good.
That well, that's probably my favorite video on the list.
I mean, it's up there.
It's
a good
so
one.
great.
All right, good job, Kristen.
Sorry,
you managed.
Kristen. Whoever failed you, I apologize.
I don't know what's more impressive: the fact that they're the 8th most successful with 2 videos, or that there's a bunch of other groups that are way less successful with way more videos.
I don't know. Maybe they just didn't make money. I don't know.
I mean, these other groups are still around, and they did better than they did.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I wish I knew all the details. I actually really would like to know the details, but we'll never know.
I don't know.
But that takes us on to number 7, which is a solo artist, the winner, the champion of Produce 101. That is Somi, with 71 million total views with, you guessed it, one video, and that is Birthday. One vid, she comes in at number 7.
So out of 39 groups, she was the 7th most successful with one song.
When we checked, and yes, it is one song, Birthday. I'll never complain about watching this song either, because I'll fight for this song to the death. If anyone doesn't like this song, you gotta come through me.
Also, I checked like 2 days ago, so it's pretty accurate.
That's just the fact checks right there.
Yeah. I did all this very recently, so all this information is very recent. This is such a good song, though.
Yeah, I love this. This is one for the books.
I'm pretty sure we watched this in the Discord the other day. I just want to know where this fuzzy car went. There's like a unicorn on it.
Somi just the queen of car concepts right now.
She really is. Man. I wonder if she wrote this. Look at her playing the piano. I also like it because it's like really colorful.
Yeah, I thought this was a perfect song for her.
I wonder if there's really enough helium in those balloons to hold her hair up.
I don't know. That's a great question.
Yeah, speaking of when are people coming back? When's she coming back?
Somi, when are you coming back? Hopefully soon. That's one of my favorite gifts.
Like, what is she up to? Well, she did have a reality show, so maybe... But I feel like that could have been filmed at any time.
It's true. They're just trying to throw something out there. Thank goodness. I wonder if Somi is happy with how she's being used in YG Black.
I don't know.
I always wonder that. I wonder that a lot with a lot of groups and artists and stuff. Like, are you being happy with how you're used? Like, do you like what you're doing?
Yeah, I think about that too.
Even if they're doing like a lot, like, do you need a break?
Like twice?
Good thing they've been on one for a long time now.
They really have. We're almost halfway through the year. The first quarter is almost over. And the first quarter is over. They didn't come back, so they're getting a long rest. Although I've seen some pictures of them recently, so they must be doing stuff.
Momo dyed her hair blonde. That's huge news.
Nice.
So that probably means maybe come back.
Where did this third hand come from? This part's so funny. They're driving your freaking tiny SUV around. I just want the sign says birthday land. Where'd this big ass cake go?
This is a big cake. This song is the coolest.
It's just such a fun song.
It really is.
I wonder who just like came up with the concept, like, oh, hey, this is your first concept. It's your birthday.
It's your birthday. We're gonna have fun.
Like, what is this room where they're in that giant cake?
It's YG's garage.
That's what it seems like. But yeah, good job, Somi. You did it. You released one more song. You're gonna be number one.
Yeah, guaranteed. Well,
I don't know.
Number one's a tough one to beat.
Now, honestly, number 6 is one of the only groups on the list that I know nothing about. Our boy Jonathan does though. He's a huge fan. But it's gonna be WJSN, and they had 72.5 million views on 10 music videos. So they've been cranking them out. And their song we're going to be listening to is I Wish, and it had 12 million views. So this is new for us. I've never heard this.
We like WJSN. Jonathan likes GWSN.
Oh, yeah, right. Never mind. Everything I said is a lie.
Disclaimer, we're not Cosmic Girls experts, which we said next comeback I will be. But yeah.
Oh, yeah.
WJSN.
Right. I get them confused all the time.
I get them confused all the time. So yeah, I'm right there with you. But
scratch everything I just said.
Jonathan just got like 3 of the GWSN albums.
He's a huge GWSN fan. Because after you said that, I'm like, wait a minute, do I know who this is? What are they both?
I was like, we know Cosmic Girl a little bit.
Yeah, I get them confused all the time.
I feel like Cosmic Girl would be a group that if we watched one of the how to get to know videos, we'd be like, okay, I know a little bit more than I actually think.
Okay, so I have heard the song.
Yeah.
I didn't know it was called I Wish, though. This is back when, Chang Shio was still in the groups. This is an old one. Oh, yeah. The big poopy ears on.
They always have such, crazy, whenever they dance outside, they always have crazy, colors on the sky or the grass.
They really hit that sepia button.
They do, man. Expose on Instagram.
I'll be 100% honest, if you said anything about them or the GWSN, I'd just assume it was the same people.
I would too. Thank you, Jonathan, for helping me realize the difference.
Even though I still technically think they're the same, I guess. But yes, Cosmic Girl with I Wish. There you go.
Cosmic Girl, who has been one of the most active groups since Produce 101.
Yeah,
they've been pretty frequent. They have a ton of songs.
I'm honestly, besides the top 2, I'm actually surprised they're not one of the top most successful groups.
Just for the sheer numbers.
Because everyone loves them. It's actually kind of funny because we've been talking in the Discord about them a lot, and I'm like, wait a minute.
So much, yeah.
Maybe they bullshit and start with W, this wouldn't be a problem.
They don't.
What?
They don't.
I just don't want them to
both. Maybe if they weren't both girl groups, we would get it.
So they both have W's in there.
That's true. No, it's confusing. I get confused all the time.
What are they, unicorns?
They got this Stonehenge over here.
That's true.
Every time in the Discord, when people bring them up, I'm just like, next comeback. Next comeback.
Yeah, I know.
I'm gonna stay on next comeback.
I will say, every time in any of the podcast episodes where we say we don't know anything about any of the groups, or we don't listen to them at all, maybe 2-3 weeks later, we know every single thing about them.
It's true. We put it in that work.
So let the show in history. I literally can't even tell the 2 groups apart. So in 2 weeks, we're gonna have a special episode. I'm gonna know everything about them.
Of each one. They're gonna. It took We went from like 0 Luna to 100 Luna real quick. Like
Also,
like 2 days or so.
Dreamcatcher.
Yeah, Dreamcatcher as well.
There was another one I was thinking. I should have this hat. There's another one I was thinking of the other day. So I was like listening to it, and it was funny because I'm like, I literally know nothing about them, and I don't know if I'm ever going to learn about them. And I'm like, no, I know everything.
And that's another great thing about the Discord is you learn so much. Is that Eve?
I will say one huge group that happened to me with was Eyes One.
Oh yeah.
History will always prove me wrong.
It's in the record book.
It is.
You had like rightful reason to be upset with that. It wasn't just like a blatant, just like I don't like them for no reason.
Yeah.
This song, back to the song. This song's okay.
I like it. It's really upbeat and
It's
catchy.
not bad.
It's just your classic group I don't know songs.
When you come off of Wee Woo and Birthday, it's hard to follow it up.
I like it. They're good summer songs. Alright, well that was WJSN Cosmic Girl.
Cosmic Girls.
Also, to make sure I feel any better, GWSN did have girls that were from Produce 101 that are in their group too, so...
So we're right.
Yeah. Technically. Yeah. Weird.
But they did not crack the top 10 for video.
No, they did not.
So, these are the numbers right here, people.
These are the real...
These are the cold, hard facts. There's no...
Because you could like...
There's no rigging in these.
You could go look all this up right now and you'd get the exact same thing that I have.
Exactly.
Except maybe you could tell the groups apart. I don't know. I'm not that big of a fan, so...
Except maybe we do a way better job than us, but, we'll forget about that.
Yeah, it's true.
And we're going to move on to... We're halfway there. It's almost over.
In the top 5.
Number 5, a group that needs no introduction for this podcast. It is CLC with 109.6 million total views with 8 music videos, and their most viewed video is Black Dress with 30 mil.
Bless.
Everyone knows Black Dress is a banger.
I'm surprised. I'm actually surprised they're in the top 5. I don't think they're gonna be. Also, in case you guys were wondering, all the videos and stuff that I took the numbers from were songs that the groups released after Produce 101 was over. So anything before Produce 101 didn't count.
Does not count.
Because they actually have other music videos before this, like some of the groups do, but I didn't count any of those because obviously Produce 101 hadn't happened yet.
Yeah, that was the right way to do it. When did Black Dress come out?
It was like 2018, maybe?
While ago now. I remember when Black Dress, first watching it and just being like, oh my gosh.
I haven't seen this in a while.
Oh my gosh, it's so good.
Goodness.
Oh my
This is back when Ian still had long hair.
I remember thinking it was like the craziest thing in the video.
And
she cut her hair.
They got like the little suits on.
Oh my gosh.
And the heels.
Undefeated for that Taylor.
Gosh, Songyeon and you were perfect.
I think this was it was either my first or second most listened to K-pop song last year.
And it's just undefeated because they all have dark hair. Like, that's like my favorite things when they all have dark hair.
When you come together with the squad with the dark hair, it's not going to be bad.
And they actually put Sungyi in a skirt, and I'm like...
And then Cube maybe spent a little bit of money on the video.
Even though they're like in 3 rooms, and they're dancing like a blank room. Look at Soren without bangs.
I got it, guys. We got a blank room for you to dance in.
At least they bought that pole for Yoonbin to dance on. They also have on very short shorts.
I have no idea how this song did not win an award.
I don't know either. These outfits are just on point. And Songyeon taught the world how to dance here, so...
She did.
Ooh, legendary. Get it. And then, like, Yin comes in right away with this rap. It's just so freaking sweet. Man, she looked so good on her hair. Look at that outfit.
Girl rapper.
She really is. In her sheer top right there.
Yeah, this room is just an orange room, isn't it?
Yeah. Kind of like in...
It always looks super cool, though.
Kind of like in Me, it was a white room. Now they're just dancing like an orange room. They just borrowed the set of Weekly Idol and painted it.
I do always love that. I always think it looks cool when you get that effect, but I didn't even think about that until now.
I just love the suits with their little ties.
Don't stab yourself. Cut your hair.
Gosh, the dark hair concept's undefeated. Remember they were like showing this on like Cheat Keys, and Yeet was like crying because she like missed her hair.
Oh yeah.
Yeet just like a great pole dancer right now.
When is CLC coming back?
I also love like these black and gold outfits.
Okay.
They're so sweet. Man, Soren's so tan. It's the best.
She really is.
It's so weird seeing her with the long hair. Oh my gosh!
Cut her hair.
Man, I remember when I first saw that and I like freaked out.
Yeah,
I was like, holy
I thought
crap.
it was crazy. It is crazy. Has she had long hair since?
No. Goodness. She looks so good at the short top though.
Yeah, it definitely works.
Although if you like see their pictures now, her hair's like getting pretty long. Like that's how long it's been since they've come back.
Yeah.
So into a little half.
She went from the black bob to the blonde bob.
Also, this like this like choreography is like so good.
So cool. I love that video.
Gosh, I wish.
And I love the black dress logo. Just looks really cool.
I wish they were my boss. They could fire me after they yelled at me.
Man, we missed you, CLC.
Hopefully they come back.
Hopefully they do.
I feel like they've got to at least make one more comeback before they get disbanded.
You know what's gonna happen though? That's gonna be.
I'm gonna cry.
Well, yeah, I'm gonna feel really bad about it, mainly because of you, and then second because I'm gonna miss CLC. But the thing that's gonna be really annoying is people are gonna be so upset when CLC disbands.
Yeah, and no one's. I'm gonna be like, where were you guys when they were a group?
It's gonna be so many people who are like, "Oh my gosh, unfair treatment," blah 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 blah, and it's gonna be like, guys, maybe we should have bought some more albums.
I mean, I always hear that every single comeback, and I'm like, I know you guys aren't real Cheshires. Like, come on.
That's why I say that is because we've like monitored it over time now. It's just like, oh my gosh.
Every comeback, people blow them up, and then you go, they win 0 awards, have like no views on their videos. And I'm like, literally, if everybody that was like complaining about their unfair treatment watched a video once, they'd have like 30 million views, and they'd be fine. But nobody does that.
And like, yeah, it's, a lot of factors go into it, but sometimes you can just tell when people are just trying to like look cool and like, oh, this unfair, blah blah. When they're just trying to like complain for no reason, and then one day they're going to be gone and be all upset and be like, guys, come on now, we could have shown a little more support when they were still here, I already know I'm going to be very bummed out when that happens.
I'm going to be super sad.
It's going to be, oh man, I don't want to think about it. Let's move on. I don't want to think about it.
I'm going to drop my CLC flag to half mast.
I don't think, that episode is going to be the saddest episode of all time.
It might just be an hour and a half of me crying.
It's just going to be sad music. It's just going to be sad music.
Like the DJ from The Goods?
Yeah, it's just going to be sad music the whole time. And just us cursing like far away. Just like in a room.
It's going to be sad.
Oh, I don't want to think about it.
Well, up next is one of your favorite artists. And that's Chungha, another soloist. And she has 211.1 million views on 7 music videos. So she's been pretty busy.
She's only gotten better as she's gone on too. So
and her number one song is no surprise. It's Roller Coaster with 61 million.
Good job, Chungha.
Views. So,
and she's coming back, I think. She had that one post about some singles she's releasing, so
hopefully all of CLC just gets picked up by P Nation.
I hope he's having auditions. I saw on Instagram.
Oh, nice. I don't know if I've ever seen this music video.
It's good.
I've seen the dance covered by like everybody, but I don't know if I've ever seen the actual video.
It's actually like a little you can tell it's one of her earlier ones because the production is like a little lower.
You mean better than any CLC video?
Than some of the new ones.
I'll be honest, I don't listen to a lot of solo artists. Even if I know them, I don't. I might watch once, but
I listen to Chungha.
I listen to J Park. That's about it.
And usually, Sumi hasn't come back for a super long time. Like if Sumi comes back, I'll listen to Sumi, and then if Hyuna comes back, I'll listen to that. That's it. I don't really listen to any guy solo artists. I'm trying to think.
If there's
besides G-Dragon songs, but he's not.
If there's a girl group, if there's a guy group that I like, and one of the members releases a solo, I might check it out. But unless I really like it, I won't listen to it a bunch. So that's just guy groups in general. Yeah. Who are we kidding?
I do love the song though. But yeah, if it's a group member of someone I like I'll go listen to the song and check it out, and
Like if none of you guys have checked out Sungjae stuff from B2B that he put out a little bit ago, it's pretty cool. Peniel's
Peniel's song was really good.
Kind of weird, but I was like, alright.
I thought it was good. Just really showed Peniel through his music the kind of person he is.
You're the Western style person that is.
And usually if like IU comes out with a song, I'll just check that out.
Oh yeah, I do love IU. I listen to IU a lot.
That's just the universal everyone check out IU when she comes out. Everyone does.
IU's awesome. Also, that one song that Josh dropped in with the Ailey song last night was dope.
Ooh, it was really cool.
Don't remember what it was, but it's good.
No idea, but I knew I liked it.
Wow.
Oh, show me. It was a song. It's just one freaking song. I actually do listen to Birthday a lot, so that counts, I guess.
I'm trying to remember if there's any other solo artists I listen to.
You know what makes me mad? That
TLC isn't a comeback yet?
well, no, it is the CLC is because obviously Hyuna is a solo superstar and like the king of K-pop, and then Soyeon has Jelly as a solo artist, which is I love Jelly. That song is really good, but like we couldn't give Hyun the rapper for the middle CLC. Like why couldn't Hyun have a solo?
Why can't the whole group have a comeback?
Why can't they do anything? This is now our Blast Cube CLC episode.
Yoon would have an awesome solo. She's like one of my favorite rappers.
Oh my gosh.
But she just like comes in so fierce every time.
Literally, if they just like went to YouTube, I've seen this, and you got a free like trap me beat you for free, and you just put it up and had a rap to it, I would listen to it so much.
Just rap over Babe.
Seriously.
That would be pretty sweet.
Oh my gosh. Getting all hot and sweaty, all this anger about CLC. I just was thinking that the other day, I was like, why did she not get one solo song?
The only thing that keeps me stable from being mad about CLC is the fact that Hyunjin loves bread and Luna's awesome. That's about it.
Thank goodness for Luna. It's like Chungha's just a gorgeous queen.
Sure she is. Based on her physique, I can also tell that this was an older video.
What do you mean?
We'll get into that later. What's over?
I have no idea what that means. Alright, next one. Now we're getting into the good ones. Number 3, a group we just saw a couple months ago, Everglow, with only 3 music videos, still not even a year old, right?
The average of these videos is crazy. Dude, the song came out like, what, 3 months ago?
Well, I don't even know if they've had their year.
I think they've been around for a year because ITZY's been around for a year.
Yeah. So going with Everglow, they have 266 total views, 266 million, and their most viewed video is their most recent comeback, and that is Dun Dun. It already has 104 million views. Dun Dun and their second single, Adios, hit 100 million views on the same exact day. That's actually like super crazy.
Good work, Everglow.
But Everglow has 104 million views for Dun Dun, and this is a video. I mean, I've said this like every song, but I love this video.
I love this video too. It's so cool.
Love this song. I love Everglow.
Like,
one of my favorite
on
groups.
it, and I'm like, shut your mouth.
That's just the people who are going to complain about CLC
Like,
being gone.
Anda had plenty of center time. Maybe it wasn't in the video, but on the actual stages, she was in the center a lot.
I feel like in the video too, she's like in it. I don't know.
Like, thank God she's in it.
She's there.
Yeah.
There she is.
Respect and grass. Oh my gosh.
Everglow is definitely like one of my favorite groups right
Speaking
now.
of all visuals, like this whole group is a visual itself. I know I always complain about the positioning that they give them on like sites, but if you told me every member was a visual in this group, I'd be like, yeah, you're right.
Which that was something I've always just thought, like I understand in K-pop how there is a visual.
Get in there.
Obviously in K-pop there is like a visual or 2 visuals, like that is their job is to do a visual. But like who's not a visual, like realistically? Like who in like Fromus 9 is like not a visual? I don't know, I was just thought, kind of like just calling everyone a vocalist. Just call them all visuals.
Also, can we just get respect for like Anda with no bangs in this video?
Yeah.
But she looks awesome with no bangs. Hashtag free grass's forehead. Also, Mio with short hair is awesome.
Yeah, Mia's short hair is really something to see.
And Year is like visual of the century.
This is definitely in the Luniverse too, because they have the meteors coming in to hit, and that's literally in the So What video. So
What part of the universe is this in?
it's somewhere.
Also, I have a great appreciation for Sion in her red tank top with her flannel around her waist. know, but whenever I see her top that she has on, it just reminds me of 3M, like, Scotch tape. Like,
Yeah, the Scotch tape, right? Is it not that?
No,
I honestly thought it was.
Whenever I see it, that's what I think.
Oh, it's not. I honestly thought until you said that it was. Just like the logo.
Yeah, I always thought that. I'm like, why is she sponsored by Scotch tape?
Because where you used to live, there was like the headquarters, and they had it on the building. I'm like,
That's what, every time I see it, I'm like...
it reminds me of that. That's really funny. Man, I feel like everyone's in the video, like, I don't know. I feel like Anda's in the video just fine.
Yeah, it's just...
People were so mad about that. I'm like,
that's like literally all I saw in every comment.
Get that Power Stone.
And I'm just like, shut your mouth.
In a nice way. There she is. Anda is so great. Like, she is so awesome.
Look, she's like second from the front.
They all are.
Now she's in the middle.
They're all great. I love them. I'm so glad we have them like as one of our super young groups or early groups that can just like lead us into the future.
Because like we saw them live and play the song. Anda was like in the middle for a lot of it.
Yeah.
Dude, she jumped out of a dust cloud.
That was crazy.
I just like this high ponytail part. She reminds me of some Britney Spears with that.
Oh yeah.
In this like cage of like jewels.
Shout out to this production. Whew. Love that video.
My other favorite thing is the visual of them standing at the beginning with their bigger selves in the background.
Oh man,
dude, it's
so cool.
All right, well that's a good one. Now we're the top two.
Top two.
Who could it be? I remember I was looking this up. I'm like, I know who's gonna be number 2, and then I saw who's number 1. I'm like, wow, I'm not even close. But number 2 is Idol with 333 million views on 5 music videos.
I know I had that many.
Yeah. And their number 1 song is their debut song, La Ta Ta, with 139 million views.
That's so many.
But I also remember when they came out, it was the most hyped thing I've ever seen in my entire life.
People did love that song.
I can't remember any song in recent memory that's been more hyped up than when they debuted.
I don't think I can either. And on the girls' side of things, anyway. Just like a rookie... Because I really don't remember...
Because this was their first song. It wasn't a comeback.
No, yeah, it was their debut. I don't remember ITZY being like that. I don't remember Everglow being like that. Because, like, ITZY, it was like, okay, everyone expects this to be good because it's JYP, so everyone... Like, they're like, oh, this is awesome. It wasn't just, like, this blown up, like, crazy thing.
The only thing I remember is, like, Soma is really hyped up, but that's more because people wanted to see if it was going to be a disappointment or not.
Yeah.
Because they waited for so long. But as you see, even though she was hyped up, she got 71 million views. This is almost twice that.
Yeah, and I always think there's more power in the group unless, like, you really, really, really get huge.
Yeah, people, like... People loved Idol when they came out. I will say, though... Looking at the numbers, the views per video went down quite a bit since their debut.
Yeah. I feel like they'll maybe hit a little spurt to go back up with Oh My God. Well, I don't think their songs that came out after this were as good. Like, nothing against them or their fans. Like Han, I did not think that was
I wasn't
good.
a fan of that. Or Senorita.
Oh, I was not a very big fan of Senorita at all. I like Uh-Oh, though. I like that.
Uh-Oh was good.
And then I like Oh My God. So.
Oh My God's D's. Maybe is my favorite song off there. I don't know if I've listened to Oh My God since the first time I heard it, but I listen to Maybe all the time.
I watched the music video a couple times.
Actually, my favorite song off this album is Dollar Dollar Dollar.
Yeah, the B-sides on this album are incredible.
That's like my favorite song of the whole album.
They're so good.
Why does she only have one listener song on this? Why is she singing before the last 20 seconds of the song?
Yeah, what's going on here? I remember when this came out, and it probably will after today, it was just stuck in my head all the time. Just the chorus.
Actually, wait a minute. I think this was their comeback, their first comeback. Because didn't they have the one video where they're like golfing outside randomly?
That's this one.
Is this one?
I think so.
I honestly don't know. I don't really listen to Idol very much.
What is this? Yeah, I don't know last time I watched this. I think it's this video.
Because I thought this was their first one, but maybe I'm wrong. Or maybe I'm just getting my videos mixed up. I don't know. I can tell you right now, because I have the power of Google.
We'll hit up the Kpop Kimchi stats department for that one. Look, they're golfing.
Okay, I guess this is it. What was your first comeback? I thought this was a debut, but then I'm like, wait a minute.
Was it Han?
Sorry, whatever your fandom name's called.
We really do like Idol. Like, we do. It's just we don't know everything.
First off, I love CLC, so when these girls debuted, I was not a fan.
He loved them so much because he's a cube guy.
Okay, Han was their comeback. So this is their debut song.
I remember, that was another one, I remember being very hyped for the teasers for Han. I was like, ooh, okay. And then it came out and it didn't hit me where I thought it would.
So now it's come to risen to the top that I may not know more, want to know less about, WJSN or Idol. That's the real question. I've been very confused through most of this episode. We could cut
just a blur.
We could cut it out, but I'm gonna leave it in because stay humble.
We are authentic.
Stay humble. If any of this news upsets you, DM me. Give me those.
That's
Oh, her hat's on fire.
She's on fire. Get down, saying your raps are so hot.
As
are you. Okay, moving on.
I don't even know if I've seen the rest of that video. I was like, I never remember that happening.
Yeah, that was
okay.
And like that song's like good too. It just wasn't. Every song can't be your favorite song.
The reason that's confused is because that part where they were dancing in front of that like dusty building. I swear they've done that in like 3 songs.
That's just their trademark, is dancing in front of dusty buildings.
Did they like not do that in their other videos? I swear.
I think they did it in. There is a building in and I think in Han they're kind of like in the desert.
So I was like, wait a minute, weren't that say like golf? I didn't remember it being like that part. I knew what other videos it was, but I didn't remember it. I also watched it like one time, so
maybe why. I just remember not really liking Senorita.
I wasn't a fan of that either. I didn't really like Han either.
Han was like alright.
It's not like I hated it. I wasn't gonna listen to it past the first time I listened to it for the fans.
But obviously Idol has been super popular. Their recent comeback, check it out. It was really good. Their recent comeback has been very excellent. It's been different, so that's cool.
Also, this next group is the undefeated stats champion.
Yeah, there's no one beating this next group. They have earned the #1 spot and are gonna stay there. No one's gonna top them.
If you doubled Idol's views, they still wouldn't have as many views as the #1 one.
And that is Momoland with 7 music videos. They have a combined 729.1 million, like double of number 2. No big deal. Almost 700 million more than number 10. And their most viewed video, which was a cultural phenomenon, and that is Boom Boom with 417 million. That song alone would beat all the rest of the groups. So
you know what's really crazy?
Boom Boom.
You know what's really crazy? I remember going through all the the videos and stuff and looking at this, and like legit all the songs and videos they put out were like had good amount of views, like 10 to 20 million views, even their like first stuff, original stuff.
Yeah.
And I was like, dang, I didn't realize they were that popular. This song, because I'd never heard of them until I heard Boom Boom.
I didn't either. I had no idea.
And they had other songs that were super popular too. Also, fun fact: if Taeya didn't switch to this agency, they wouldn't even be on this list.
True. The late switch.
And she's not even there anymore.
Earned them the top spot. But this is Boom Boom. You know this song. We all know this song.
Man, I don't know. The haircuts in this are questionable for me with some of these members.
Agreed.
I wasn't a fan of Alan's hair in this. It's weird. I honestly thought this was their debut song because I'd never heard anything about them. But they had like 4 songs that came out before this.
This was just one of those songs that just like hit at the right time and just everyone...
Kind of like Gangnam Style.
Yeah, everyone just blew it up. And like the dance and everything.
Also the video was really fun. The colorful. And the song's just really catchy. And Joey's like an energy bean, so everyone...
Yeah, I feel like everyone was just about that Joey life.
Pretty much was. I was not a fan of Haven's short hair though.
Yeah, I mean, I was...
Nine's got like bright, vibrantly red hair. Like
they're on the Home Shopping Network, though.
It's true. Also crazy because you're watching this video and like half these girls are not here anymore.
Yeah, it is really sad just thinking about the state of Momoland now is just not
honestly,
very good.
This might have been the last video where all of them were there. Because the next video, 2 of them are gone. Then after that, when Daisy and Teo were gone. And then after that, they were gone and Yanu was gone. So, I mean, every video after this, they've, like, lost, that first 1DK sponsorship down there.
The iconic Great.
Oh, yeah, that was also great. Literally great.
Hey.
And this trap beat out here by Daisy.
They're in that video room that CLC filmed in.
I know.
It's just white instead of orange.
It's funny because I remember after this, Joey tried to do raps and stuff in this style, and it just wasn't the same.
It is funny how people mention about rappers and groups and just saying like, oh, like non-talented, blah 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 blah, but like it really does take like a specific member to do those types of things. Like you can't just throw any member in there and be like, yeah, rap this verse, and it's like the same, you know. But they have to like bring their own type of like persona into the rapping.
I will say my favorite moment of any K-pop thing ever was when Daisy's on V Live and or Instagram Live, whatever it was, and someone asked a question like, if you could have a different position in another group, what would it be? And she goes, oh, you mean what would I do if I actually had talent? But she said she'd want to be a leader in a group. She said that'd be fun. Also, Yanu's here, just being Yanu. Just a visual. They're literally just like, I don't know. They're just like nothing compared to this right now. I feel bad for them. They're popular.
They're like not Momoland anymore.
Look at the numbers. The numbers don't lie. They're freaking crushing everybody.
Full strength Momoland is unbeatable.
It really is. Kind of like, could full strength Golden State Warriors beat the Raptors? We'll never know, because it's just like Momoland. Could full strength Momoland win? Nobody knows, because they're never going to be there again.
No, it's like 460 million views after that.
It's crazy.
That's so many views.
But that's our top 10 list. So now we'll give you a list of the other groups that have come from there that we did not mention. For active groups, we have DIA, Nature. I don't know why I said native. Nature, April, Hinapia, Favorite, Hashtag, Aqua, Prism, a group called Doll, I've never heard of, Arias. I think didn't Jonathan put a song by them in the other day?
I think he did.
It's pretty good.
It was.
Fanatics, who also have a member from Produce 48 in their group too. They're pretty new. Girl Kind and HUB with Rui.
Yeah.
She wasn't in Produce 101, but there was a member from there. And GWSN. I'm pretty sure GWSN has a girl from Produce 101 in the two.
Yeah.
Now, disbanded groups, I've never heard of many of these, but there was Leah, Aid, which is A.DE, Twinkle, INB, ABO, Playback, which we've heard of Playback, a group called Bulldog. Never heard of them.
Well, they're disbanded. Part of the reason these names are dreadful. Besides Playback, I think Playback actually is a good name.
And then there's some other solo people that could be active now. I honestly didn't look into it. I don't know. Sierra, Insun, Junar, Minji, Hai, and Ciola are all girls that were in Produce 101 and like solo artists now. How active are they? I have no idea. But and the last fact of the night is combined, all the groups, including all the ones that I just mentioned, have over 2 billion combined views. So the Produce 101 disbanded after groups have produced over 2 billion views.
That's pretty good
for K-pop.
I think that's I think that was the goal of Produce 101. So it's obviously working, and unfortunately some groups had to disband, but clearly by the list, a lot of companies tried to get the
they tried to capitalize on
after the show boost of popularity, and who knows, some of those groups might actually been pretty good. The company might have just ran out of money or something.
Oh, that happens all the time. We were talking about that the other day.
Super sad. But
was there any stats you're surprised by on here?
Let me see. I feel like there was. I honestly was surprised I don't know. I mean, Everglow's really high. I know Everglow is extremely popular, but for only 3 videos to be the 3rd most viewed group, that kind of surprised me. I honestly wasn't surprised, or I was surprised Cosmic Girl wasn't higher because they just have so many vids and so many songs.
And if you ask me, I'm surprised Cosmic Girl's on the list at all.
Yeah, seriously. So, yeah, I mean, that just in itself, you think because of the numbers, that would maybe push them up. Yeah, everything else, I mean, I'm not really surprised. We kind of learned last week that Momoland would be number 1 after a video we watched, so...
That's what brought this whole thing on.
Yeah, we watched this video. It was a really awesome video. I don't remember who put it out, but it was just a video of the music video groups from produce groups, and Momoland, fun fact, had number 1 with Boom Boom, but the number 2 was also Momoland with Bam Bam.
Or Bam, yeah.
With Bam, yeah, which personally, I like that song more than Boom Boom, but... Yeah, they had the 1 and 2 most viewed guys or girls.
And it wasn't even close either. Like, they destroyed everybody.
Yeah, they put up those video views. That's why it's just such a bummer that they're not really a thing anymore.
I was surprised Priston was on the top 10. I mean, I knew they were popular, but to be more popular than actual active groups that have way more videos out, it's pretty impressive. Because there's only 2 videos.
Yeah.
I was also surprised Somi was in the top 10 with her 1 video. So, I mean... That either speaks to how unpopular the other groups are or how popular she is.
I think it's probably more how popular she is.
I was surprised CLC was on the list. Or I figured they would be because they put out a lot of songs. But I'm surprised they're in the top 5. And I'm surprised they're more popular than Cosmic Girl.
I will say I was also a little surprised that Gugadon's main video, their highest viewed video, only had 10 million views. I would have guessed more.
Oh, I thought you were going to say that song. That was their second comeback, so maybe people were...
I don't know, I just would have thought it would have had a few more. I don't know why I thought that was low.
The other ones aren't even close to 10 million views. But yeah, so in case you guys ever wondered, there you go. If you were interested in other stats that involve this, hit me up, because I got a bunch of stats on it. Yeah,
this was an awesome breakdown, because I didn't know some of this. I honestly didn't know Idol was as high as they were.
Oh, yeah.
Number 2, and I mean, well... It'll take them a long time, but they might be number 1 someday.
It's crazy, because if you went off just their most popular videos, they're still, going to be the number 2.
And it's just interesting looking at this group and seeing who is actively doing things and who is not.
True. Actually, if you'd go off the most views on one single video, Somi would be in the top 4.
Yeah, with 71 million. That's incredible.
Yeah. Somi would be in the top 4. And Priston would be in, the top 5.
Man.
That's crazy.
That potential.
Yo, I'm going to watch it. We can watch this video as our last closing one, because I've never seen it.
Oh, yeah.
I keep thinking about it and I never watch it.
Yeah, same here. We just talked about soloists. We don't really check them out that much, and what we usually do if it's a group member that we like.
It's one of our favorite people.
And this is one of our favorite people that we both haven't watched, and it's Sejong.
From Produce 101, so it's perfect.
And Gugadon, so it is Plant.
With 5 million views, released 4 weeks ago.
Goodness, that's pretty good.
I know, right?
Just a little over a million views a week, no big deal.
So we'll watch this as our closing thing here.
Before our special segment.
I'm assuming it's going to be an OST kind of song. Oh man, she's taking
pills. Whoa. That's
That better be a fish oil.
I hope that's vitamin D. It is.
I don't know what she's doing.
Whoa.
So, I mean, I feel like she sings a lot of OST kind of stuff.
Yeah, she's really good at that stuff.
But yeah, I just have been meaning to watch this, and I never.
I do. I swear, think about it once a day. I'm I gotta check out that song, and I just forget.
Oh yeah, didn't Sejong release a solo? I should check that out. Nope. And since we are your number 1 spot for girl group information, we are doing this for you. And for ourselves.
Mainly for ourselves.
Should I collect any marbles?
Are they fish?
I'm not sure what's happening.
This is Jinsel's
what's
beta?
What's that to do with plants?
That's how it's in the universe.
Is she just a crazy person that collects seashells?
Yeah, I'm kind of creeped out by her. In a van, or in an RV.
I feel like maybe if I knew what she was saying, I'd understand, but... Right now I'm just kind of confused. Oh, I do know, these types of songs are really popular.
Maybe not our phase, but they are really popular.
In Korea, they're really popular. They love this stuff. Already more views than most of Goo Goo Dolls songs.
5 million. That's impressive.
I I don't know what's happening. She's seeing the light.
She's disappearing into the smoke. Or not.
It's alright, this slow beat's a good way to balance off our special segment.
The special segment. What could it be?
She's glowing. Whoa.
Recycling.
She's like interpretive dancing in a street under this random like spotlight.
And all the plastic bags are just floating. I think they're plastic bags.
I think they are too. Just reminds me of
Start of Fireworks by Katy Perry.
There's
lots of them.
It reminds me of, remember on Not Another Teen Movie when that guy has a camera and his best friend's in the back?
Oh yeah.
It like just falls in everywhere.
I hope they recycled after this video.
I can't tell if she's like a crazy homeless person or she's like on a drug trip. I don't know what's going on right now. It's kind of intriguing but also kind of disturbing, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, these bags in this room, there's like a giant pile of plastic bags and they're like hanging everywhere. It's making me anxious.
I'm gonna feel real bad if I like look up the lyrics and it's like some like super deep like special meaning. I mean, it sounds like
It might.
Someone come in the Discord and explain this to me. Why is there flowers in some of these bags?
I'm just gonna throw out a wild pitch and say she lost her lover.
That's what it seems like, kinda.
That's the vibe I'm getting.
And now she's a homeless person collecting seashells in an RV. Taking drugs.
I'm just so sad from this. I don't know why. Oh.
What?
Hmm?
Now she's asleep. Maybe dead. Oh, no, she's asleep. I'm not sure what's happening. She's collecting.
It's just the ending fairy shot.
It really is.
Oh, whoa!
How's her plants growing inside?
She's growing plants in
Now
her
she's
bed.
crying.
I don't like this at all.
Now she's
Oh,
happy.
she's smiling. I like it now.
I just want to know how these plants are growing inside in a bed. That's going to be because of mold,
Maybe the
right?
most confusing vid I've seen today.
Interesting.
That's kind of what kind of song I thought it would be, though.
Yeah, it definitely was.
Way to go, Sejong.
Good job, Sejong.
You're really killing it on Instagram. I appreciate that.
Yeah, she is. And she won an award for it.
That's awesome.
She was like super surprised.
We call that the More Than 9 Muses Award.
If you win one, you're already more than 90 muses.
Thank goodness you'll see 1-1.
Oh my god.
That would be just the biggest pain ever, especially now.
What a great song.
Since we don't know if they're gonna come back again.
Yeah, no.
Thank goodness they got their one.
Gosh.
But that will do it for our special Produce 101 Groups episode. We got a special thing here at the end for you. It's a super secret segment. Stick with it because you're gonna love it. And it starts right now.
Wow, so good.
Alright, and we're back with our special, super awesome segment for this episode. What is it?
This is for all of our boy group stands out here. Since we're obviously not going to do an episode about 101 and X1, but we'll surely do one about Produce 48 later, we're going to listen to their most popular songs. Because, just for the boy groups out there, we know a lot of people like boy groups, and we never talk about them. So
we never do, and obviously our last couple episodes have been about Produce 101 and all that stuff. So
it kind of ties
why
together.
not give the Guy Produce series some love? Because we want to do that, and we want to make the fans happy. So here's your boy group content.
First off, one of our Discord members, one of our good friends at Oh My Girl Kitchen Table on Instagram, told us about this song the other day and dropped it into the watch viewer thing so we could all watch it. And we saw it and we're like, wow, this is actually really cool. So we're going to play it for you. I think it's called Don't Tease Me. I think that's what it's called. Hopefully.
I have no idea.
But it's by a boy group named Speed that doesn't exist anymore. That was from MBK. And as we know, MBK is trash. So we're going to listen to this. So you guys
nothing, MBK.
So you guys can hear it because it's actually pretty cool. So here we go. Speed. It's actually a pretty cool name for a group.
It's not bad.
First off, the dance practice, if you guys want to watch this, is way cooler than the actual video. They're like in a basketball gym in like a church. This guy's like, I just want to know like who made the choreography for this. He's like flipping all over the place.
All I know is they have some athletes.
They actually have a lot of really cool like aerial techniques where they're like flying through the air and like flipping.
Oh yeah, it's really crazy.
Actually, the music's really cool. It reminds me of like a circus, like going to a circus, you know?
It's almost as good as Greatest Showman.
Almost. Kind of like that when Zac Efron slides into the.
He learned it.
First off, that was the coolest thing in the entire world when he did that.
It's so smooth. I wonder how many takes that took him.
I don't know, but it was like the most. I don't know, it was the coolest thing ever.
Yeah, he literally just slides in and does like a full 360.
He's like,
and then he stands up and he's like, "This is the Greatest Showman."
oh yeah, that's awesome. We should just watch that.
Man, that does get me so hyped.
It's
What
just
a
like
great movie. I love The Greatest Showman.
Oh, dude. I don't remember if I asked you. Had you ever seen it before we watched it?
No.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if you like saw it before that or not.
No, I had heard so much about it, but yeah, that was the first time I watched it was in your apartment in Chicago.
Oh, dude, it's so cool.
It's such a good movie.
The best part is when Hugh Jackman leaves as like a 10-year-old boy and comes back as a 30-year-old jacked Hugh Jackman.
It's just how time works.
It's true. Movie magic. These guys' choreography is actually really good.
Yeah.
It's a shame they're actually not a group because they're pretty cool. Literally know nothing about them, much like all the boy groups we listen to. But hopefully you guys are enjoying listening to this. Listen to us talk about The Greatest Showman.
Shout out to the basketball gym, though. It's pretty cool.
I'd play basketball there. I'm just waiting for these dudes to like flip over each other.
At least they dab.
That is true. They invented the dab. That's what Josh told us. They're actually like really good singers too. So I mean, it's crazy how some groups like just take off and other ones like don't.
It always puzzles me sometimes. Also, like most of the time it's just the company just doesn't work out for them, or just they might run out of money.
Crazy. Oh man, they're gonna do it.
Whoa.
This other guy who like flips so high and does like a backflip.
Yeah, these guys are like acrobats out here.
Hopefully they got to go in some other groups because that part's actually really sweet. Also, I love odd member groups because they just make such good dance formations. Speed, what are you guys doing right now? Are you just like re-debuted as BTS? Imagine all the training they did. Oh, dude, this guy just flipped
like 30 feet in the air.
It's just like so effortless. He gets
And
his
he has
jazz hands.
jazz hands.
I mean, you gotta respect the jazz hands. Alright, well, that was for you, Josh. Everyone go appreciate Speed. That's like his favorite boy group, and he's not wrong. They're pretty cool.
Yeah, that's 5.3 million views.
That's good enough to almost put them in the top 10 of this list, so that's not bad.
Way to go, Speed.
So now we're gonna go listen to the top boy songs.
Starting out with 101,
which was the second produced group after IOI.
101.
Their number one song is Energetic. Came out 2 years ago. It has 129 million views. I've heard some 101 songs, but I have never heard this. So, dude, look how cool this is.
Yeah, that's so awesome.
It's like all the members.
That's so cool.
It's like all the members of the group.
Oh,
let's do it.
101 Studio. Man, that was worth it.
I know like two people from this. One of them's King Daniel.
And why have I seen this video? Did we watch this video?
I've never seen
this.
There he is. Oh, I thought that was his phone. I'm like, dude.
He's playing his piano on this big guy's fingers.
And I know that Dahe or Dawe or whatever his name is, he like wrote a song for the girls to perform on remember on Produce 40?
Yeah, he was like a producer.
Now the other guys, no idea who any of them are.
I don't know why I've seen this video. I'm so confused.
I've never even heard this song.
Because I remember the guy had Jordan 8s on. Oh, one of the guys that they had like Jordans on.
I know they're really popular. Like everyone was like so sad when they broke up. They're like super popular.
Yeah.
Alright, I've heard this part of the song.
Yeah.
Like in clips of stuff, but I've never seen the video. Or heard the whole thing. I will say, I have heard Boomerang, I have heard Burn It Up, and my favorite song by them was Beautiful. I love that song, it's so good. There he is, that guy.
Striking out on a T-ball.
Is that me playing JV baseball as a senior? Actually, I played freshman baseball too. Let's just say my baseball career was not good.
Not as good as 101 hitting T-ball balls.
Nope. This must be the song that struck Gio's heart.
It could have been. What a lucky guy.
I don't know why the guy creeps me out so much.
Yeah, I don't know either. It's a really good song.
It kind of reminds me of like
a very cool song.
Like a kind of like an EDM song we hear with like Four Walls by FX,
Yeah.
like a club,
Yeah.
or Sandstorm.
Yeah.
It's just got that kind of vibe, like a dancey kind of.
Well,
I'm pretty sure this is what Yeji was dancing to in that club scene in
oh yeah,
Wannabe.
Yeah, see, for some reason, sometime I watched this video. I do not remember when or why, but I did.
I don't know. It wasn't with me.
Because I was like, man, it's gotta be so hard to dance in Jordans.
But also, I don't know how reliable Depending on Me is, because I didn't know WJSN is different than GWSN.
It's true.
Or that La Ta Ta was the debut song for Idol.
We learned a lot today. We taught ourselves. Oh, punch.
All I know is I could bench way more than that guy just did.
Nah, it's all for show. This song's awesome.
That 135 pounds must be real heavy. They're probably more than they weigh.
Maybe.
That's pretty cool.
That song was dope.
I guess that's why it's popular. I don't know.
King Dad's like, guys, leave me alone. Gio's coming over. I don't want to see your ugly faces. You know Gio, the leader of Twice?
You know, sometimes when I see him, like right now, I don't know why, but his face reminds me of Sungjae.
Yeah.
Alright, well, cool. I've never seen that. I guess I've heard part of it now. I'm just having that moment.
That's a very good song.
I'm having like momentary flashbacks to knowing things I don't remember knowing. It's been a crazy day. And it just started a couple hours ago, so.
It's true. Fun Wednesday.
Now we're going to listen to X1, which was the last boy group that came out of the Purdue series that got everybody else in trouble.
The fourth installment after Produce 48 became, well, the group that is X1.
Yeah, so you got IOI, then 101, then Eyes 1, and then now we have X1.
X1.
Who are no longer a group. They
have a really cool logo.
They do have a really cool logo. This song's called Flash. It has 71 million views, so that's pretty good. They're almost as they're as popular as Somi.
Little more than 10 million a month. That is not awful.
And it only came out 7 months ago. So, I've never heard of this.
I will
didn't know they existed.
I've never seen the video. I don't think I've heard the song. We'll see. Maybe we've heard it from like something, but I don't think I've heard the song.
I mean, the first songs that came out with her was bangers, so I'm sure this is going to be awesome.
That one on them was really good.
Doesn't make you like King Daniel anymore.
No, I hate that guy. I'm just kidding. He's fine. I'm just jealous of him.
That's just the jealousy.
Sorry.
Don't let your emotions get the best of you. Never apologize for your emotions. What's this tinfoil bar you say about?
Still got those club vibes.
It does. You got this thing in the back that says Quantum Leap. Wow, that's crazy.
Whoa.
This just blew my mind. Is that a girl?
Okay.
I wonder which one of these guys won.
I have no idea.
Is this BTS? If you get a grouping of more than 6 guys together, I think it's BTS. Wow, that's crazy.
I've heard this song. I've heard this part.
I've never heard this.
I kept wondering, I was like, is it gonna be this? And I have.
Where'd you hear that?
No idea, but I've heard it. I didn't even know it was these guys.
It reminds me of another song, but I don't know what it is.
I think it's just Instagram. You just hear stuff because there's so many like videos and stuff on there.
It might be.
Or just Twitter is a bunch of fans.
Because like this kind of sounds familiar, but I don't remember the rest of it. I've never heard the rest of it.
Like literally, I can just see that one last part, and then the tweet will be, "This part revolutionized society," and just like some goofy tweet, and then it's just like that few seconds, and I like watch it, like, oh okay, no idea who that even is. A cultural reset.
I mean, this song's pretty cool.
It is cool.
Actually, like the whole like chorus part's pretty cool. That like techno.
Yeah, it's really dope actually. I can see why it has a lot of views.
I just listened to it for this part.
Yeah, it's very cool. It's too bad for all the scandal and they had to get the old shutdown, but it's what it is, I guess.
If we learn anything from that, it's like if you're gonna rig something, do a better job of hiding it. You know that you
They must
rigged
have
it.
just got super comfortable after the first 3 times that they were just like, whatever, no one's gonna know, and then people found out.
This video like this, when they're jumping in the black background's pretty crazy.
Yeah, that's very cool. Oh my gosh, is this Speed?
I wish. Can we just get a Speed reunion where they cover all of the disbanded produce groups? Are any of these guys from Speed? Like they've had to done like other programs.
Yeah, I don't know any of the guys in this.
I'd say Flash.
That was
or Fresh.
that was
I
a
just
really
love their
cool.
logo.
I'm gonna guess Flash. That was a very cool song.
Well, I mean,
was impressed.
You'd assume they're saying Rookie in Red Velvet song, but they're not. So,
But that's X1.
I'm just saying, it's lost in translation, dude. It didn't give me anything.
I was impressed with that though.
That's pretty cool.
That was a good debut.
Well, I'm glad that
Little
was their debut song
they even
and
have
their
any-
final song.
Do they have
so.
anything else?
No.
No. Okay. Well,
No,
that
because they
sucks.
disbanded after this.
Yeah, I didn't
It
know.
was only 7 months ago.
I didn't know if they put out. I didn't know if they're on that IOI schedule where they actually like put out a bunch of stuff. But
Maybe
nope.
the best debut / disbandment song of all time.
You know what? I think you got something there. The first. I don't mean to laugh for all the X1 fans. I'm sorry, it sucks, but it's true. They're the best debut / disbanding song.
I mean, if you put that on a list of disbandment songs, it's probably
Dude,
my favorite one.
oh
most,
my
of them
gosh.
most of them are sad as shit. This was actually pretty sweet.
You get the soft, sad one where all this stand there on the stage and sing their sad parts, but this was lit.
And actually, if you put it on their debut songs, that's one of the better debut songs I've ever heard. So,
I was
top 10, both debuts and disbandments.
I was really impressed with both those.
Yeah, I'm glad we actually watched those because I've never heard all of Energetic, but I've heard like parts of it.
Those gave me the same. I feel like they kind of had the same vibe.
You know what? We're just gonna go watch Beautiful now because I just want to watch it because it's a good song.
Go for it.
Because this is boy group time.
Boy group. I was gonna say hour, but it's not gonna be that long.
No,
But it's boy group segment.
Boy group segment time.
And back to Wanna One. Ooh,
This is just
to
the
see
coolest
the-
opening. This is like the beginning of the Avengers.
That's so cool. It really is. Just all coming together.
I like how their own
That's
studio.
Wanna One Studio. Did Wanna One last only 1 year?
No, they were a couple years.
That's what I thought.
And then they disbanded and everybody was super sad.
Yeah, everyone was. That was a very cool jacket. Everyone was very sad about that.
Is that RM? This song's so good. Didn't you say you've never heard this?
I don't know. We'll find out.
Oh,
Probably
it's Kenny Daniel. Really just carrying on the tradition of being the #1 winner and being under the age of 17.
Youngins do well in the produce series. The
Love
producers must like them.
The riggers love them. There he is. The dance song's Blacktop. Yeah, this song's freaking dope.
Yeah, it's cool.
101 had a lot of good songs. I will say that.
They seemed like they were around for really, really long, like even more than like a couple years.
It's funny because I think there's more songs I like by 101 than I like by any other boy group.
Yeah.
I don't know anybody in the group except for KD and the Tupi guy. But whoa, that's cool. Whoa,
That was wild.
I'm really just so impressed with that X1 song.
I know, I am too. I just had no idea anything about it.
This guy's ascot weird sweatshirt thing's crazy. I just love the chorus, it's so cool. This VHS over here. This music video's pretty sweet.
It is cool.
Even though they're technically all in the same room the whole time. Oh, wow. Their hair is so nice.
That sucks for the just the fans of. Well, I guess. I mean, X1 is kind of different, but like the 101 fans or the IOI fans. Well, even 101 was around for more, like a longer time. So you had more time to like them and more content, and then they just banned.
Think about this: the X1 song out. The X1 song was out for 7 months, right? That's almost as long as IOI was a group.
Yeah, seriously. So really, is it unfair?
Ask yourselves that. Do some soul searching.
Yeah, if you're like 101, you're a fan for multiple years, and then
Well, that's how it's going to be when IOI disbands.
yeah.
They've only got a couple months left. Well, I guess it's like the
I
beginning
keep
next year.
seeing stuff about like extending their thing.
I don't think they will.
I don't think they will either with everything going on, but who knows? Maybe.
Well, that, and there's just so many different companies you have to work stuff out with. And if they already have plans to do stuff when they're done, they're not going to let them go back.
Yeah, that's true.
And then do you really want IOI to come back with like 5 members?
No. I want them to come back with everyone. Who knows? Maybe a miracle will happen.
What a good song.
That was a cool song.
Don't do it. Don't do it, guy with the jacket on. Oh, he was just in there. What happened? Wow, that's cool. So that's the beginning of like Aladdin. Alright, well, that concludes our special segment for you guys. I hope you enjoyed it. We actually enjoyed it more than I thought I was going to.
We enjoyed it a lot, so yeah. Shout out for the boy groups.
Good job, boy
Yay,
groups.
boy groups. Woo! Yay, 101.
Hopefully all of our boy group stands are satisfied for the next 4 months.
Probably not. But that's okay, because we're satisfied. I feel like if I would have liked 101 when I could have, when they were a group, I feel like I would have really liked them. Just throwing that out there now. They seem pretty cool.
Yeah. I mean,
At least we have these songs we can go back and watch now.
it's true.
I wonder who the most popular winner of the Produce series.
Probably King Daniel.
Probably King Daniel.
I don't even know who won X1.
No idea. But I just...
And I know a lot of people are mad Juan Young won Eyes won.
It was probably just between him and the winner of X1 and then, like, Somi.
And there's just so many, like, boy group stands compared to girl groups that I'm sure there's just an overflowing amount of...
Yeah, they had so many views on that. They have more views on that than they 101 just for this.
Dude, the lowest video that they have right now, what is it, like... The song Light has 27 million views, which is already more views than Eyes One has on Fiesta.
1 year ago. It's just the boy group effect.
So, I mean, what you gonna do? They did release a lot of songs.
Yeah, they had a lot of music.
Hey, the creepy guy.
I swear I, like, always saw 101, like, everywhere, just, like, around all the time.
I heard a bunch about them, because, I mean, they're, dude, now they're,
Yeah.
like, they're just like popcorn and bacon. But...
That's why I felt like they were almost around longer than 2 years, because I swear I saw so much 101. I think they might have come to KCON.
I'm sure they probably did. All those groups usually do.
But, yeah, that's our special segment. That's the boy groups. And now the episode is finally over. Thank you for listening. Please come back. We love you guys so, so much, especially if you're a first listener. If you've listened this whole time, you guys are the greatest.
Go to our social media.
Go to our social media, Kpop Kimchi 101, Twitter, Instagram, follow us.
Listen to us on iTunes or... What is it? Spotify.
iTunes, Spotify, Acast, whatever it is.
You know what's crazy? We actually get a lot of listens on that.
A ton, more than anywhere else.
It's kind of weird, because I didn't even know that existed until we put it on.
Yeah, it's our most. But yeah, wherever you listen, check us out.
Join the Discord.
Join the Discord. Come talk to us. Hit us up on our DMs and social media. Tell us you want a shirt because you'll get one.
It's true.
But I think that does it for this week. We will catch you guys next week. Stay safe out there. We love you guys. Peace.
Later.
Imagine.